Do I have a mouthful of ulcers again? Yes. Have I had my second vaccine? And does my arm feel like it might fall off? Yes! It fucking does. So I was about to say welcome back to a new writing vlog slash editing vlog, but it's no longer that sort of video. This video is going to be the video where I send my second draft to people. Whether that's just the first half, I don't know what to do. That's why I turned the camera on, because I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about it. So I figured if I turn the camera on, I can stop procrastinating. Okay, so last night what I tried to do was copy and paste 19 chapters into a different Google Doc so that I could send those 19 chapters to the people that are reading it for me. Because I didn't want to send the whole thing at once, just because if they decide that the story is not for them, or if, I don't know, they hate my writing, at least I haven't given them the whole story, do you know what I mean? So I was like, surely there's got to be an easier, quicker way for me to highlight these 19 chapters that isn't going to take me all night to like sit and scroll. So I had a couple recommendations, and the only one that I actually managed to do was Miranda's trick, and I didn't get it at first. She gave me like a paragraph explaining how to do it, and I was like, what? But she actually sent me a video like showing me how to do it, explaining how to do it at the same time, and I was just like, oh my god, you are an angel. So yeah, I save myself a lot of time. She saved me a lot of time. So anyway, I have the 19 chapters in the thing, and what I need to do now, this is it. This is where I send you some of my novel. This is where you tell me if it's a piece of shit or not. Please don't tell me it's a piece of shit. I don't know what else to write in the email, because I don't know, I mean, maybe I should send like a blurb, because obviously they need to be, I don't even have a blurb. Oh, hang on. This is a lot. I'm gonna see what my NaNoWriMo blurb, like, summary was, because I know the story's changed a lot, but maybe I can like use some of that. So it's now Wednesday the 15th of September, and I wanted to send the 19 chapters yesterday, but then I realised I also needed to send like a blurb, because whilst they might know like some of my story from watching like my vlogs, they like don't know the story, like they haven't read a blurb. So once I realised I had to write that, I basically procrastinated the whole night yesterday, and it's only just now that I've managed to get one down. I have the email ready to send. All I have to do is honestly hit that button and then it's gone. The email's gone. The 19 chapters are sent, and it's a waiting game to see whether Miranda hates it, thinks it's okay, or thinks I'm like the best thing since Shakespeare. Can you even call it a blurb? Probably not, but it is what it is. That's what I'm gonna have to send. Otherwise I'm gonna spend like a whole month trying to get a perfect blurb, and that's just not necessary right now, because who knows, Miranda and Matty and people that I've got reading it might turn around and say delete this, delete this, delete this, in fact delete the whole fucking thing. Don't ever contemplate being a writer ever again. There's no point in me doing a blurb for a story that might end up changing. Hopefully not changing that much. I don't want to be deleting like subplots, but we don't know until I have a response. I'm about to send it. I can't do it.
Me too. Or she loves it.
Should I do it? Send.
Do it.
Oh, it's gone. Okay, so I guess now it's just a matter of waiting for feedback. Feedback? Is that something that I'm having? The next time I update this vlog will hopefully be with either some feedback or like another update of me sending it to someone else. But for now, I'm gonna go and take some paracetamol and just try to like breathe. It's now Monday, and on Saturday I had a text from Matty, and he said he's got me a present, and I was like, oh shit. So I kind of forget about it because I was in work, and then that night he says, I've still got the present for you, and then he sends me a link, and the link is to a Google Docs titled Lauren's Book Notes, and my heart fucking drops out of my arse, because I was like, oh my god, he's got notes, he's got notes, he's got notes, he's got notes. He hates it, he hates me, and I just can't cope with it. I was really scared to give it to Matty because we are like really good friends, and I would hate for him to be like, to feel stuck. Like, if he wanted to tell me something bad, like, would he be able to? Like, I don't know, like, what if he really didn't think I had it, like, as a writer, if he thinks, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I was really scared to give it to Matty, and he made me so comfortable, and I love him so much. Look at the fucking notes. He has given me notes. Oh my god, the amount of spelling errors he's picked up on, by the way, I don't understand. I don't understand how I made some of those mistakes. So he says I've spelt Oriental wrong in chapter 1. I don't know why I would have used that word, but let's find out. He wants to go to that new Oriental place, and I've spelled Oriental wrong. So something that I knew he would pick up on, because it's never been my strong point, is my lack of descriptions. I didn't even fucking describe Tayshian. I didn't even give my readers a description of the love interest. There was no dark-haired and chiseled jawline and hazel eyes. There was none of that shit, because I didn't give it. I didn't give it. And he's asking for it because I didn't give it. How did I miss that? Like, I know my descriptions are bad because I really struggle to, like, I don't know, like, I see the place in my head and I see the characters in my head, but sometimes I just can't do it. But how did I miss describing my love interest when I grew up describing Justin Bieber in 1,000 different fucking ways? How? So what he's basically said, and he's worded it really well, he says, what I would say, again, I've not read the rest yet in brackets, is to not be afraid of writing more exposition. Give the reader the chance to get into the world that's been in your head for the last 2 years. What does Mr. Hickens' house look like? Does Tayshian have a strong jawline or some glasses, etc.? This helps people to invest in the world as much as they invest in the characters, which is so far good because you're grounded in solid dialogue. So yeah, at least my dialogue's good, because oh my god, there's a wasp in my room. There's a wasp in my room. Oh my god. Oh my god. He doesn't understand the apple thing. Tonight, what I'm going to do is make some notes of, like, the most important bits of information that he's given me. And then first, I will correct the spelling mistakes and, like, phrasings of sentences that he said I could change. And then I'll do the most important pieces. Like, for example, like, I've just read his, like, final comment, like, the overall feelings of the 19 chapters, and he said chapters 9, 14 and 17 are the ones currently which either feel a bit short or a bit filler, or both. And I know chapter 14 is definitely filler. Chapter 9 is, I can sort of see why that comes across as filler. And then chapter 17, chapter 17 is definitely filler. I didn't know what to put in that chapter. The only thing that sort of surprised me from this feedback is, one, that he doesn't understand the apple scene, and, like, why apples, I don't know, it's hard to explain without knowing the scene, because when I say apple scene, you're probably thinking you've got a fucking apple scene, like, what the fuck do you mean? So there's a scene where apples are, like, a big theme. Oh my god, it sounds fucking stupid. Maybe it is stupid, maybe if you don't understand it, I don't know. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe I need to go back and read that, and I don't know, I don't know, I'm really confused. Maybe I need to explain the importance of the apples. Oh my god, my story is coming across so weird. Why have I got apples in my story? It's now Wednesday the 6th of October, and I'm laying like this because there's two reasons. I don't have a bra on, because I finished work. Why would I still be wearing a bra? And two, this is honestly how I write. Like, I will lay on my bed. This is how I write most of the time. So I still haven't figured out chapter 25. I don't think I'm going to. I think what I need to do is send the other half to Matty and Miranda when they're both ready. Obviously I can tell Matty and Miranda that I'm struggling with chapter 25 and see what they say, see if they have any suggestions on maybe why it's not working as well as I want it to, or what they think might help it. So I'm gonna give up on chapter 25 for now. So it's now Thursday, and I think it's like 10 p.m. and I haven't really done much today because I had work, and then I went to my sister's house and we had a Chinese takeaway. And then I came home and basically read some smut. And because I'm reading books like that, it's like giving me inspiration for the Make It Real rewrite that I was doing for Camp NaNoWriMo, I think last year or this year. I don't know, time is like weird. Basically, I don't even want to talk about it because it's gonna fuel the like need to work on it, and I don't want to work on Make It Real until I've at least got this story, which I still don't have a title for, Project Ring. I don't want to work on Make It Real until I've got Project Ring out on submission at least, because I can't put it off any longer. I'm trying my hardest to leave chapter 25 alone and just focus on the rest of the story, but I can't focus on the rest of the story while I know that chapter 25 is a pile of shit. So it's like really hard to move on because that's all I'm thinking about is, oh my god, you've still got one chapter that is basically like unreadable. Like, it's literally embarrassing. Okay, so it's now Friday the 8th of October and there's a lot of noise outside, so sorry if that is like overpowering my voice, but there's not much I can do about it because it's really warm today. So if I was to shut my window, I'd sweat my tits off, do you know what I mean? This morning I have come to the decision that I need to send chapters 20 to 33 even though chapter 25 is still a pile of shit. There is not much I can do. I feel like I'm wasting time because at the minute I open the chapter, I stare at it, I think about crying about it, and then I maybe write a sentence and then delete it again. So I'm not getting very far at all. So I feel like I need to send it with like a disclaimer saying that obviously chapter 5 is not finished, it's not even started really, so any suggestions? Matty has already offered that. I put up an Instagram story like feeling sorry for myself that I'm still struggling on this chapter, and he said he'd be happy to read it and give his opinion if that helps, and I think it's gonna help. Like, why won't it? So I feel like what's stopping me was like my embarrassment. I was kind of embarrassed that I had this chapter and it's so poor. Like, I don't know what I was thinking in the first draft. Even the second draft, like, I thought I'd made it better, but I clearly hadn't because it's now all deleted. I'm supposed to be like on the third draft almost, but am I fuck? Am I fuck? It's Sunday the 17th of October and it's almost midnight. And I don't know when I last updated this vlog, but basically I've had a couple days where I've been really poorly. I've had like a really bad cold and I just feel like really chesty like when I cough, but I do feel like I'm slowly getting better. What I have been doing over the past couple of days when I've managed to like have the energy to actually do something, I was basically changing the way that my characters said that they love each other. So that's like no spoiler because my book is a romance, and basically the way they said it just felt a little bit too corny and a little bit too cringe. Like if that was a book I downloaded off Kindle Unlimited, would I have enjoyed the way they'd said it? And my answer was like, no, probably not. I probably would have like put it down and just kind of cringed inside. So I've basically changed the way that they said it and just made it more like friends, because at the end of the day, like, this is a friends to lovers, so that core like relationship, that it's built on friendship. So I want them to still have that banter but friendship. I don't know, you know what I mean? Their relationship is so like I don't have the word, but that's what their relationship looks like. Like, it's just like mixed. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I've changed it so that I'm now happy with the way they say it. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Overall, let's wrap up where we're at because this vlog is already 16 minutes long, and what have we done? truly. The whole book is now with Matty. I've sent it tonight. He has chapters 1 to 33. He has the whole book. The only thing I'm still not happy with is chapter 25. That is still unfinished, and I've put that in the book, like it's in brackets by the chapter, unfinished. So fingers crossed, once I get the feedback, there'll be some suggestion, or I will have figured out what to do with it, because right now I don't know what else to do. So yeah, I'm happy with the whole book right now. Like, ask me tomorrow, I'll probably hate it again, but I'm happy with the book, and there's no more I can do on it without wasting my time, because the feedback I get from the 2 people that I'm sending it to might change everything. I feel like I want to leave it for a bit, and then especially with NaNoWriMo coming up, I'm so unsure of what I want to do for NaNoWriMo. Part of me wants to go back to the rewrite of Make It Real. Part of me also wants to work on my synopsis and my submission, my cover letter, things that I will need very soon, so that I've at least got a first draft of those things, because those are things that I've never ever written before. Like that synopsis, I'm fucking dreading so much, because oh my god, like, how am I meant to write a book and then write about the book? Like, are you joking? Are you joking? I gotta do that. November would be better spent working on my submission stuff, but at the same time I'm really like dying to write something else. What would benefit me most? And I know the answer, I just don't like the answer.